Good day, grade 10. Welcome to this online video lesson. I'm Sir Alson, and today we'll talk about resume writing. The objectives of the lesson are 1. To identify the parts of a resume, 2. To enumerate the contents of each part, and 3. To create your own resume applying correct format. But before that, let's have first a short and simple game, which I entitled Guess the Word. I'll be flashing some pictures and some letters, which you have to combine together to create a word. Are you ready? Let's go! First word, combine picture 1 and picture 2. I'll give you 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. What's your answer? The correct answer is office. Off plus ice, office, a place of work. Second word, combine the name of this vehicle plus the letters INESS. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. What's your answer? The correct answer is business. Boss plus INESS, business, a commercial or industrial enterprise. Third word, combine that picture plus the letters LY. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. What's your answer? Correct answer is apply. Up plus LY, apply, meaning to employ oneself to work. Now, for the fourth word, let's make it a little harder, applying the PEMDAS rule in mathematics, wherein we answer first what's inside the parentheses. So, subtract the letter F from that picture and add the letter W at the beginning of the remaining letters. So, what's your answer? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is work. So we have there a picture of a fork minus the letter F equals ORK plus the letter W at the beginning equals work, which means to perform or carry out a task or a duty. For the fifth and the last word, you still have to apply the PEMDAS rule. So that picture minus the letter T plus the letters ARY. What's your answer? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is salary. Salt minus T equals SAL plus ARY equals salary. A take-home pay for a job. Did you enjoy our short and simple game? Good. Now, those 5 words that you have guessed, office, business, apply, work, and salary, are all related to our topic for today, which is again, resume writing. Now, what is a resume? A resume is a formal document that provides an overview of your professional qualifications, including your relevant work experience, skills, education, and notable accomplishments. Please take note of the symbol of acute accent on the letter E's on the word resume to distinguish it from the word resume, which is different in meaning and pronunciation. A resume is also one of the most basic and one of the most important documents that you have to prepare in applying for a job. There are many available different formats in writing your resume, but today I'll be teaching you one of the simplest format using my own personal resume as reference and example. Let us now discuss the 8 parts of a resume. First, heading. Second, objective. Third, personal data. Fourth, education. Fifth, work experience. Sixth, seminars attended. Seventh, character reference. And 8, attestation. The first thing that I want to teach you about writing your resume is that it should only be in one page. Again, one page only. Why? Because people in the business sector do not have much time to read too many pages for a resume. So you have to present everything in one page. Just like dining in an eat-all-you-can restaurant, everything is on one plate. But you can use 2 columns to maximize the space. Let's first talk about the heading. The heading contains 5 information and a picture. The first one is your full name, including your first, middle, and last name. The second one is your complete home address, including house number, lot or block if you're living in a subdivision, barangay, town, province, and zip code if you know. Third one is electronic or email address. For email, you are not allowed to use code name. It is suggested that you simply use your name to show some formality. The fourth one is government IDs. Example, PIN, Pag-ibig, GSIS, and others. Fifth one is contact number. For contact number, it is suggested that you put at least 2 so that if in case your first number is not able to be contacted, there is an alternative. And for the picture, it can be either a 1x1 or a 2x2 picture, formal mugshot from head to shoulders, and it should be white background, just like this. After writing all the information on the heading, you can put a border line to separate the heading from the rest of the parts. The second part of the resume is the objective. The objective is one sentence statement that answers the question, why? Why are you applying for the job? In my resume, the objective there is quite generic, meaning you can actually use it in different professions. Let me read it for you. To be associated with progressive organization that gives me scope to apply my educational and professional skills and provides me with advancement opportunity and knowledge empowerment. But you can actually customize your objective depending on your profession, the company, and the work that you're applying for. You have to simply answer the question, why? Why are you applying for the job? The third part of the resume is the personal data, which contains 12 information about yourself, beginning with the age, how old are you, followed by the birth date. Please take note that the word birth date has a space in between the word birth and date. For the birth date, you have to include the month, the day, and the year you were born. Third, birthplace. Please take note that the word birthplace, unlike the word birth date, is a close compound, meaning there's no space in between. For the birthplace, you only have to include the municipality and the province where you were born. No need to include the name of the hospital if in case you're born in a hospital. Fourth, gender. For the gender, it should be your biological gender, either male or female. Fifth and sixth, the height and the weight. For the height, you have to include the feet and the inches. Please use 1 apostrophe for the feet and 2 apostrophes for the inches. For the weight, you can have it in kilograms or in pounds. 7. Citizenship or nationality. On my case, I'm a Filipino, followed by civil status. For civil status, you're only allowed to use 3. Single, married, widow or widower if in case your husband or your wife already passed away. You are not allowed to use any other status that you can find on social media, just like in a relationship or it's complicated. Again, single, married, widow or widower only for civil status, followed by your father and your mother's name. Please take note that you can place a cross beside your father or your mother's name if in case your father or your mother has already passed away. It will be followed by the religion. Now, why do you have to include religion? Because there are companies or institutions that only hire a particular member of a religion. For instance, Catholic school only hire Catholic teachers. If you're familiar with the New Era University run by the Iglesia ni Cristo, they only hire INC teachers. And also, if you're familiar with the Jesus is Lord Foundation, they only hire JIL members. And last one will be profession. For profession, you simply have to include your work. In my case, I'm an LPT or a licensed professional teacher. The fourth part of the resume contains information regarding your education. But for this part, you don't have to include everything, beginning with your primary or your elementary, secondary, or your high school. The most important information that you have to include for education is your college or what we call the undergraduate studies. If in case you're enrolled in graduate or postgraduate studies, that will be masteral or doctorate, that would be a plus factor. Now, in writing information regarding your education, please take note that we begin from the most recent backward. Since I'm currently enrolled on my masteral or my graduate studies, I put it on top of my undergraduate or college information. Now, how do we write information regarding education? First, we begin with the educational level or the degree. Since I'm currently enrolled on my master's, I put there graduate, a borderline, the year started, and the year ended. Since I'm not yet finished with my master's, I only put there present in place of the year ended, followed by the course, the name of the university, the address, and since I'm not yet finished, I only put there a status that I have completed academic requirements, I passed the comprehensive exam, and I'm currently on my thesis writing. Followed by my undergraduate information. Undergraduate or college, border, the year started, the year ended. The course, the major, if in case you have a major, the name of the university, the address, and awards, if in case you obtain any award, for plus factor. The fifth part of the resume is the work experience or the history of your employment. Just like the details on education, you have to write the details for the work experience from the most recent backward. Now, if you're looking at my resume, you can see there that currently I'm employed at Masagana High School. Now, how do we write the details regarding work experience? First, you have to write the work or the job title. At Masagana, I'm a junior high school English teacher. That's my job or work title. Followed by the month and the year started to the month and the year ended. Since I'm still currently employed at Masagana High School, I put there the word present in place of the month and the year ended. Followed by the name of the company or institution and the address. Now, if you can observe in my work experience, before becoming a public high school teacher, I also taught for 2 years in a private high school, and I also was a student teacher at a public high school for my practice teaching for 5 months. Again, for the information regarding work experience, you have to write the job or the work title, the month and the year started to the month and the year ended, the name of the company or institution, and the address. The sixth part of the resume is seminars attended. Now, you might be wondering, why do we have to attend seminars? Especially if we have finished college or if we are currently enrolled in our graduate or postgraduate studies. Seminars are short courses wherein we can learn the most recent trends and updates on our profession. So we have to attend seminar to be updated with the latest contents, pedagogical practices, and skills in our profession. Now, in writing details regarding the seminars that you have attended, just like education and work experience, you have to write it from the most recent backward. Now, how do we write information regarding the seminars that we have attended? First, you have to write the title of the seminar, followed by the sponsor of the seminar. Third, the place and the address where the seminar happened. And fourth, the date when the seminar happened. The seventh part of the resume is the character references. For the character references, you have to include people in position who can testify regarding the truthfulness and the correctness of the information that you have written in your resume. In simple words, character reference is the boss of the company that you are working or that you have worked for. Now, how do we write details regarding character references? First, we write the name of the person in position, followed by his or her position, comma, and then the name of the company or institution and the contact number. Since I'm currently employed at Masagana High School, one of my character references is my school principal, Mrs. Melissa M. Martin. Again, she is the principal, that's her position, and Masagana High School is the name of the institution, and then followed by the contact number of the school. The eighth and the last part of the resume is the attestation. Attestation is one sentence statement that will testify to the truthfulness and the correctness of the information that you have written in your resume. One of the common attestation statements that you can write is, I hereby certify that the above information is true and correct to the best of my knowledge and belief, followed by your name and your signature. Now, there are a few reminders regarding the paper and formatting that you have to follow in writing your resume. Regarding the font type, you can only choose from Arial, Verdana, Times New Roman, or Tahoma. These are very simple yet very formal font types. Regarding the font size, you can have 10 to 12 depending on the available space on your paper. Regarding the margin, it should be 1 inch around the document, top, bottom, left, and right. Regarding the paper type and size, it should be white bond paper, 8.5 by 11 inch, or what we call the letter or the short size bond paper. Now, why are you not allowed to use the long or the legal size paper? Because legal or long size paper is only used for legal documents. And since a resume is not a legal document, you only have to use the short or the letter size. For the output, which will also serve as your third quarter project in English, you have to write your own resume. Now, you're looking at the format that you have to follow in writing your resume. And if you can observe, I removed 2 of the parts, namely the work experience and the seminars attended, because probably most of you don't have those information yet. For the heading, you have to write your complete name, home address, email address, contact number, and attach a picture. Again, mugshot with white background. For the objective, you have to answer the question why. Why are you applying for the job? For the personal data, fill out the 11 information there. And for the education, you have to write details on your secondary or high school, primary, or elementary. For the character reference, you only have to include 1. And I suggest that you put there our principal in Masagana High School for your character reference. And again, copy the attestation, write your name, and sign it. With that, thank you so much for watching this online video lesson. For questions, please feel free to chat me on my messenger at Alson Cedric de Guzman. Again, thanks for watching and see you on our limited face-to-face classes. Bye!